Stem cells. What are they? Stem cell is a multicellular organism that is capable of giving life to more cells of the same type from which other cells are made. What are they used for? Stem cells can be used for a variety of different uses. They are mainly used to treat blood and bone marrow diseases and cancers and immune diseases. Stem cells have the ability to replace damaged cells, and they can completely take place of the damaged. They essentially make your immune system function in a healthier way if they may have been damaged. Adult stem cells mainly assist with cancer treatments. As seen in the graphic, stem cells have the ability to transform into other types of cells in the human body. What are human embryonic stem cells? As opposed to regular stem cells, human embryonic stem cells, HESCs, are derived from human embryos. Many of these cells are eggs that donors have frozen in vitro and donated them for research purposes. Why so much controversy? There is much more controversy about these stem cells because many people believe that the eggs can be human life and nothing should be done to disrupt that. Scientifically, they are correct. When we use HESCs for research, are we using unborn babies or just cells? Other uses for stem cells. Transplants for cancer patients. The less controversial stem cell treatment is for cancer patients. In a stem cell transplant, you receive healthy blood-forming stem cells through a needle in your vein. Once they enter your bloodstream, the cells travel to the bone marrow, where they take the place of the cells that were destroyed in the treatment. The blood-forming stem cells that are used in transplants can come from the bone marrow, bloodstream, or umbilical cord. Stem cells don't necessarily cure cancer, but they help fight the body back in damaged areas due to chemo. Stem cells do not equal a cure. Types of transplants. First types of transplants are called autologous, which are stem cells from the patients to go back into the patient's body. Next is allogenic, which are stem cells that come from someone else, either donor or blood relative. Next is syngenic. These types of stem cells come from your identical twin if you have one. This is very rare. Stem cells are most used in patients with leukemia and lymphoma. How it works. Step 1, collection. Stem cells are collected from the patient's/donor's bone marrow blood. Step 2, processing. Bone marrow or peripheral blood is prepared for freezing/preservation. Step 4 is chemo. Step 5 is reinfusion and infusion. Reinfusion. In an autologous transplant, the patient receives his or her own stem cells that were collected before chemotherapy. Or infusion. Collected by stem cells from a matched donor are infused into the patient. Side effects. If a patient has an allogenic transplant, they might develop a serious problem called graft versus host disease. Graft versus hot disease can occur when white blood cells from the donor recognize cells in the patient's body as a foreign and attack them. Controversy over cancer stem cells. The Republican point of view is the Republicans tend to believe in the pro-life stance, which leads them to stray from the embryonic stem cell research. They believe that a human life is a life, no matter what circumstances. They are against abortion, and which goes hand in hand with the controversy over HSECs, because they believe that the research involves killing a potential president. Democratic point of view. Because Democrats believe in the pro-choice stance, it is easier for them to believe that embryonic stem cell research should be federally funded. They believe that a woman should be able to have an abortion and that she has the rights to her own body.